became his guardian and adopted him ASAP. He was 12. I make sure he sees his relatives on both of his mother's sides. I will continue to do so until he is old enough to go by himself. It has made for a confusing and bittersweet family. None of them knew I am not just his dad but also his father. My parents on the other hand have always tried to exclude him. I have made it clear to them that he is my son and I won't put up with their poop. I also didn't tell them the truth because I was afraid they would tell him before we were ready. We told Nate when he turned 16. He laughed and said he had figured it out a long time ago but was humoring me and his moms by pretending he didn't. He has always been a smartass. He also said he was more than happy with his 2 sets of grandparents and did not feel he was missing much with my folks. My wife's parents love him too. It came to a head in February. My parents received an inheritance from my grandmother passing away. They don't need the money so they contacted me to see if they could put money into the kids' education funds. I thanked them and agreed. I told them that they could send me the money and I would split it up into all 3 accounts. Nathaniel has a good fund that we topped off since we got money from his mom's insurance. We also rented out their old house and used that money for expenses. My wife and I both work in a pretty decent accounts for our kids, but extra money won't hurt. My parents said that they only wanted me to split it 2 ways. Just my kids with my wife would be getting money. I then said, thanks but no thanks. I would not be excluding one of my kids because they were terrible people. They ended up opening accounts by themselves for my kids. Nothing I can do about that. My grandparents also set up a trust fund for their descendants to draw from when they turned 18. It isn't a lot of money, but every little bit helps these days. Nate is graduating next year so we submitted the paperwork to get him that money. My uncle is one of the trustees and he told my parents and they freaked out that I never told them that Nate was my kid. I take them they were souls because they knew I adopted him and that fact alone made him my kid. Huge argument. You know what we mean. How could you keep him from us? I said that for 5 years they have always behaved badly towards him even though he was my son. Why would I include them more in his life?